What in the world? Man, those are some ugly uniforms. What is going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I do videos every single day. Sometimes college football, sometimes college basketball. And the best way to support this channel, hit the subscribe button. I don't know why, but one of my favorite things to talk about related to college football is uniforms, especially in the past 20 years or so, because some crazy uniform concepts have come out and it's been nuts. But a few teams have stuck to the basics. I'm gonna go conference by conference, looking at each team's uniforms and deciding if they're fine, leave them alone, or if they have some issues that I need to talk about. The first conference, the AAC, the American Athletic Conference. We'll start with the good, or the okay. The first one is Cincinnati. Not only are they the best team on the football field in the AAC right now, but in my opinion, I think they have the best uniforms in the AAC. I give them a B+. Tulsa, right under Cincinnati in the rankings in football for 2020, and right under Cincinnati in my rankings for uniforms. I give them a B. I just like Cincinnati's colors just a little bit better. Last team on the good list is East Carolina. I don't see anything bad. Nothing great, but nothing bad. So I give them a C+. Now let's move on to the teams that do have some issues with their uniforms, and some of them are just downright ugly. First one up, SMU. And really, it comes down to one helmet that they wore and the script that was on their jersey. Dallas. Yes, we know you're in Dallas, but that's not your name. You're SMU. Don't wear that jersey. It makes no sense. Next up, Temple. All I'm going to say is get rid of the gray. Whoever came up with this gray concept for uniforms, man, I cannot stand them because it's infected pretty much every team, and I don't like it. But I will say that Temple probably has one of the nicest gray combos that I've seen so far. Next one on the list is going to be UCF Central Florida. They came out with a space concept. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm showing you pictures, but I'm trying to narrate this and I don't know how. It's just space themed, you know, because they're out of Orlando. But man, is it ugly. Very ugly. Next up, Houston. I was looking at their uniforms and I was like, oh, this ain't bad. It's plain, but not bad. But then I saw the throwbacks. Those are too plain. They're straight up bland. Get rid of it. All your other jerseys are fine, but get rid of the throwback. It's ugly. Now we're getting into the very interesting combos. Memphis. First, I want to talk about the gray issue that Memphis is going through. Way too much gray in your color schemes. Gray on blue, that's bad. Gray on black, that's bad. Gray on gray, that's bad on bad. And gray on white. How is that even a color scheme at all? Get rid of that scheme. I think Temple pulled it off. I don't know why, but they pulled it off. Memphis, y'all are not pulling it off. Get rid of it. Oh, and one more thing. When you wear the blue jerseys with the blue helmet, make sure they match. I noticed things, and that does not look good. Next on the list, Navy. They kind of have the same issue as Memphis in one of their color schemes. For some reason, they decided to go with a darker blue with a lighter blue helmet. A darker blue jersey with a lighter blue helmet. That doesn't match and it doesn't look good. After that, you have the, what I call the ocean caps jersey. They made these jerseys to look like the ocean where it's white capping. You see the white caps, you know, because they're Navy. I get the concept, but it looks terrible. Don't wear those. It's not good. It hurts my eyes. And they have these helmets that's supposed to resemble rust, like the rust that you see on ships. I get the concept, but no, it doesn't work. Now this next team, I almost feel bad for. Tulane. Not really the university, but for the players that have to wear the jerseys of this university. So what people don't realize, Tulane's colors are basically white and green, and maybe some black. But The wave on their helmet has this tiny little sky blue thing around it, just very minute. You can't really see it unless you're really looking for it. Well, what they've done is they've taken that very small line around the wave and they've blown it up and put it all over their jerseys. And that blue does not match that green. In fact, it clashes. That's one of the most horrible uniforms that I've ever seen. And I'm not just talking about one color scheme. They have like 4 or 5 of them that just don't make sense. Their bad jerseys outnumber their good jerseys. When I saw this, I'm like, this is insane. One of their jerseys featured colors that weren't even their school colors. It was that blue everywhere. You're not the blue wave. You're the green waves. What's wrong with you? Stop focusing on the blue. You've kind of gotten infatuated with it. Get rid of it. Last and certainly least, South Florida. So they were the bottom of the AAC on the football field, and they're at the bottom of the AAC in uniforms. And it's all because of one color scheme. It is terrible. Why would you wear this? Slime green. And it's literally named that. Slime. This is their slime concept. You have slime on white, slime on black, slime on slime. And to make things worse, they stuck with that chrome gold helmet. I mean, this is just the clashiest of the clashy. I've never seen this before. This is nuts. This is worse than the Michigan State jersey. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Big Ten right now. But when you're comparing bad to bad, you always bring up the Michigan State jersey. This is worse. This is probably the worst jersey I've seen so far. But I haven't gotten through all the conferences. So somebody could beat them. But for me, this is the worst. So now I want y'all to leave comments and let me know what y'all think. Who do you think is the worst of the AAC? And they'll move on to face the worst of the other conferences. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you on my next show.